Welcome back. We are in Proverbs chapter 30, verse 29 today. 29. 29 says, "There are three things which are majestic in pace, yet four which are stately in walk. A lion which is mighty among beasts and does not turn away from any." So think of this lion as he's walking around. He's not scared of nothing, right? King of the jungle. And so he's walking around. And it's majestic. I've never seen a lion in real life walk around like that, because when I go to the zoo, they're all just hanging out, lying down. They're lying down. That was not intended. It just kind of came out there. But they don't turn away from any. Then it says a greyhound. This is a mention of a dog. There aren't many dogs mentioned in the Bible, but here's one: a greyhound, a male goat also, and a king whose troops are with them. So in the same way that, these male goats walk around acting like they own the place, these greyhounds, these dogs walk around, and these lions walk around, so does a king when his troops are with him. He feels mighty, he feels good, and he feels strong. And so that's the analogy there. Verse 32 says, "If you've been foolish and exalting yourself, or if you've devised evil, put your hand on your mouth." Probably like this. "For as the churning of milk produces butter, and the wringing of the nose produces blood, so the forcing of wrath produces strife." So this is a warning from a guru here, as he tells you, don't be foolish, don't exalt yourself, don't devise evil. If you do that, you better stop. You better stop right now. It says, "For as the churning of milk produces butter." So if you take milk and just mix it, and then all of a sudden what you'll do is you'll start to separate the cream on top, and you start mixing that, and then you separate that, and then if you do it for a little bit, you get whipped cream, right? That's what whipped cream is. But if you keep whipping whipped cream, if you keep churning it, you're going to get butter. I did it accidentally once. We were at a party, and Ashley wanted to make whipped cream for something, and she had some whipping cream that she had in a bowl, and she was mixing it, and she asked me to mix it for her, and so I was sitting down talking to my brothers or whatever, mixing, was not paying attention. All of a sudden it just separated, and I'm like, I don't know what I did. And she said, "You made butter." And so we used it on our bread. It was actually really tasty, but yeah, it was not good for whipped cream. We had to get more and start over. But if you devise evil, that just like if you keep churning, it's going to get the butter. If you devise evil, it's going to come back to you. It's just like the wringing of the nose produces blood. It's like taking somebody's nose and just twisting it all around. Like, how horrible is that? How painful is that? And after a while, you're going to produce the bloody nose. You're going to have blood pouring out of that thing. And in the same way, if you're exalting yourself, if you're devising evil, like that is what is going to come. So don't do that. It says, "So the forcing of wrath produces strife." Now there are people who are angry in this world, and they think, if I'm angry enough, I'll get something done. If I'm angry enough, I'll push hard enough, I'll make my way through the door. And it's true, maybe you will. It's like you speak to the manager, you speak to the manager's manager, you speak to the manager's manager to try and get your way met. And maybe you do get your way. Maybe they're like, "All right, fine, we'll give you the discount, or we'll do the return, or we'll do the whatever it is that you are fighting for." But in the end, no one's going to like you. I used to work in customer service, and the mean customers usually got what they want, and I hated it. It bothered me so much to think that if a customer complained enough, that the store would just say, "Fine, you can have what is." And the store's thinking it is cheaper to give the customer what he wants and keep them as a customer than to tell them the truth and be righteous with them. And it's a horrible model that our country has gotten in, the whole customer is always right thing, because people in customer service realize that the customer is rarely right, especially since the customer doesn't necessarily know everything that they're talking about most of the time when it comes to whatever you're selling them. But it's just that wrath comes, and they get angry, and they get upset, and they have to speak to the boss, and the boss, and the boss. And then the boss tries to quell them another way, but eventually they kind of give in and give them what they want. And it just produces bitterness. The employee doesn't like them, even the customer doesn't like the employee who made them go through all those hoops. So it produces no friends. Don't be that person. God bless you. Have a nice day.